My beloved child, the heavens tremble with the weight of this message, and I, Michael, have been sent to speak to you right now. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. You have been surrounded by signs, whispers in your dreams, chills that came from nowhere, lights that flickered when you prayed, and every single one of those moments was me trying to reach you. I do not come with wrath or with fire, but with divine urgency. This message carries the breath of God Himself. You are standing at a turning point in your life that cannot be ignored. If you delay, you will miss what heaven has been preparing for you for years. Listen to me, for I have watched you through nights of pain and silence, through the moments when your faith nearly broke. I saw when you cried quietly and said, "God, do you still see me?" And even though you heard no answer in that moment, I was standing right beside you, holding your hand unseen, whispering strength into your weary soul. You were not abandoned, you were being prepared. You were not forgotten, you were being positioned. Every tear you shed was counted, every loss was recorded, and now heaven has declared, it is time for divine justice to begin in your life. The enemies that laughed when you were in darkness will soon see what God does for those who stay faithful. You have endured betrayal, rejection, and the loneliness that few can understand. There were people who smiled in your face but secretly wanted to see you fail. There were those who pretended to help you while quietly closing doors behind your back. But now God has said, enough. Heaven's order has been issued. I have been sent to break the seals that have kept your blessings hidden. There are spiritual chains around your destiny that must be shattered now, and I am here to do exactly that, if you will not turn away, if you will let your heart open fully in this very moment. Do not be afraid of what you cannot see. The power of God moves silently but powerfully. You think you are small, but the truth is, light surrounds you so greatly that the darkness is terrified of your awakening. That's why so many strange things have been happening lately: sudden exhaustion, confusion, unexpected people resurfacing, odd coincidences that made no sense. These are not random. They are reactions of the spiritual world around you sensing the shift that is about to take place. You are awakening into your divine season, and the enemy fears it. But you must not fear. You must not doubt. I, Michael, the protector of divine truth, stand over you with my sword of light. Nothing formed against you shall prevail. You have prayed and waited for so long, and sometimes it felt as if heaven was silent. But the silence was never absence, it was construction. While you thought nothing was happening, heaven was writing a new chapter of your story, one that begins right now. The obstacles that delayed you were not punishments but alignments. What was meant to destroy you became the foundation of your strength. What was meant to humiliate you will soon become the testimony that glorifies God through your life. Right now, you stand between two timelines, the one of fear and the one of divine courage. You must choose which to follow. If you keep doubting yourself, you will keep repeating old pain. But if you rise up now, even trembling, even uncertain, and say, God, I trust you no matter what, then the impossible will unfold. Doors you never knew existed will open, people you thought were gone will return with new hearts, and opportunities that seemed locked forever will swing wide before you. You may feel unworthy. You may think, why would God choose me? But listen, He chose you because your heart is pure even after everything you endured. He saw how you still prayed for others while your own soul was breaking. He saw how you forgave people who didn't deserve it. He saw how you never let hate grow inside you, even when it would have been easier. That's why heaven trusts you. That's why the light within you cannot be extinguished. You are not weak, you are chosen. You are not forgotten, you are protected. You are not behind, you are being divinely positioned for a sudden elevation that will leave everyone speechless. This message carries a warning and a promise. The warning: do not delay what heaven is asking you to do. The promise: if you act now with faith, your life will transform faster than you ever believed possible. There is something you have been postponing: a call, a decision, an apology, a step of courage, and the time for waiting is over. Heaven cannot move if you remain frozen in fear. Your next action will unlock the miracle that has been waiting behind the curtain of time. I have been watching forces move against you, people who pretend to support you but secretly envy your peace. There is a conversation happening behind your back that will soon be exposed. Do not be afraid when the truth comes out, it is part of your liberation. The same people who once looked down on you will be the ones asking for your guidance. The truth will reverse the lies. What was stolen will be returned sevenfold. I am also commanded to tell you this: there is a divine exchange about to happen in your finances. Where you lost, you will gain. Where you were cheated, you will receive compensation that will leave you in awe. Do not panic about the delays or the unknown. Heaven has already made the arrangements. Unexpected money, divine opportunities, and connections that lead to prosperity are already in motion. But you must believe. You must align your words with faith, not fear. Speak life over your situation, even if you see no evidence yet. Heaven responds to your vibration, not your circumstances. Remember this: your words have creative power. When you say, I am blessed, you invite blessings. When you say, I am protected, the angels build a shield around you. But when you say, I can't, or I'm unlucky, you block what's trying to reach you. So from this day forward, watch what you speak, for your mouth is a tool of divine creation. You have been speaking prayers that are now ready to bear fruit. Do not uproot them with doubt. I know the road has been lonely. I know you've looked around and wondered why you feel different from everyone else. That's because you were never meant to fit in, you were meant to stand out. You carry a divine frequency that many cannot understand. They sense your light and either love you deeply or envy you intensely. Do not take their reactions personally, it is your purpose shining through. Those who truly belong in your destiny will be drawn to your authenticity, not your perfection. There is something else I must tell you, something very personal. The one who hurt you so deeply, they are not at peace. Heaven is dealing with them. You do not have to seek revenge, divine justice is already being carried out. Their actions created a chain of consequences that will return to them, not because you wished it, but because heaven is fair. Let go of the bitterness. Your healing is your victory. When you forgive, you free yourself. You don't excuse what they did, but you release the hold it had on your spirit. That's when your blessings accelerate. And now, listen carefully, someone important is being guided toward you. This person carries a message, a connection, or a blessing that will change your path. You might not recognize them immediately, but your spirit will feel it. You will feel peace when they speak, warmth when they look at you, and something within you will whisper, "This is part of God's plan." Be open. Do not dismiss new people out of fear. Heaven uses human hands to deliver miracles. Do not think that your story is over. It's only beginning. The next chapter is called restoration. Everything you lost, time, love, confidence, direction, will be restored. You will rise stronger, softer, and wiser. The people who once doubted you will watch in disbelief as God lifts you higher than they ever imagined. Stay humble, stay grateful, and keep your eyes on heaven. I know you feel tired. I know you wonder how much longer you can hold on. But I promise you this, your waiting will not be wasted. Every second of your endurance has been planting seeds for your future harvest. The moment you felt like giving up was the moment heaven shouted, "Don't quit yet, the blessing is almost here." The breakthrough you prayed for is already unfolding behind the scenes. You just can't see it yet, but soon you will. Do not allow fear to speak louder than faith. Every time fear says, "It's impossible," answer back, "With God, all things are possible." When fear says, "You're alone," whisper, "God is with me." When fear says, "You're running out of time," declare, "My timing is aligned with divine perfection." Every time you choose faith, your angels rejoice. My child, heaven needs your cooperation. Do not scroll away. Do not ignore this message. Pray right now. Close your eyes and say, "God, I trust you. I release my fear. I welcome your will in my life." Say it with conviction. Feel it in your soul. And as you do, you will feel warmth move through your heart. That is my presence. I am with you. You are not alone. You will see signs in the coming hours, perhaps a repeated number, a song that speaks directly to your heart, a sudden wave of peace when you least expect it. These are confirmations that heaven has heard you and that this message was no coincidence. When you see these signs, whisper, "Thank you, God," and keep moving forward with confidence. You are walking into divine protection. You are being surrounded by angels of mercy, grace, and strength. The evil that tried to break you is dissolving. The confusion that clouded your mind is lifting. The heaviness in your heart will turn into joy. The doors that were shut will open with ease. The reason heaven needed you to read this now is because there was a spiritual deadline. Had you ignored it, you would have delayed your miracle. But because you are here, listening, your destiny has shifted. What was once blocked is now flowing. What was once hidden is now revealed. What was once lost is being returned. You are chosen for greatness. Never doubt that again. I, Michael, stand with you. I have seen your past, I am protecting your present, and I am preparing your future. Go forward without fear. God is not done with you yet. The best part of your story begins now. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. I, Michael, need to talk to you, and it has to be now. Don't you dare ignore this and make me angry. You have no idea how long I have been waiting to reach you. There is something heaven needs you to hear this very moment. I am standing beside you now, unseen but real, and the air around you is trembling because my presence is strong. The words I bring are not ordinary, they are carried on the breath of God Himself. You must not delay. You must open your heart because heaven has been watching, waiting, and protecting you in ways you cannot yet understand. I speak now because your time of awakening has come, and if you read every word, a change will begin in your life that cannot be reversed. My child, there are moments when heaven chooses to break its silence. This is one of them. God has seen the tears you cried when no one was there to comfort you. He saw the nights you could not sleep, the days you smiled even though your heart was breaking. I was there, beside you, watching, pleading with you to hold on when you wanted to give up. Every sigh, every you couldn't live without. But heaven has been rearranging everything behind the scenes. God's plan was not to punish you, but to prepare you. You were being refined through pain, strengthened through disappointment, and protected through rejection. What seemed like abandonment was actually divine intervention. Every no you faced was a secret yes to something far greater. I, Michael, have guarded your steps through storms you didn't even know were coming. And tonight, heaven wants you to know the truth. You are not forsaken, you are being positioned for a miracle. Do not let fear make you blind to what is arriving. I can feel your doubt. You are wondering if this is real, if heaven could truly be speaking directly to you. Listen to me carefully. This message has found you because it was meant to. Nothing is random in the kingdom of God. The very moment you opened this, the divine energy of protection surrounded you like a golden flame. You might feel chills, warmth, or a sudden peace. That is not your imagination. It is the Spirit confirming that you are under divine watch right now. The urgency in my voice is not to scare you, but to awaken you. Something is shifting quickly. The door that was closed for years is about to open suddenly, but you must be ready. God has been waiting for your yes. Your obedience, your faith, even when you didn't understand, has reached heaven like a fragrance of devotion. You are seen. You are loved. You are chosen. And tonight, your story begins to change. Do you remember the moment when everything seemed to fall apart, and you whispered, "God, are you even real?" Heaven remembers. You didn't realize it then, but that moment broke something open in the spiritual realm. Angels gathered around, and your cry became a command in heaven's language. From that very moment, your destiny began to move toward restoration. Every obstacle that stood against you began to weaken. Some of those obstacles were people who smiled to your face but spoke against you behind closed doors. Others were hidden energies of jealousy and confusion sent to break your spirit. I shielded you from them all. When they plotted in secret, heaven listened. When they laughed at your pain, God took note. Nothing escapes divine eyes. You are standing in a moment where heaven is demanding your attention because the alignment has come. A door of blessing that was locked for years is turning on its hinges. The sound of destiny is echoing in the air. I, Michael, am commanding the forces that oppose you to step aside. I am placing a shield around your home, your family, and your purpose. You might have felt heavy lately, as if the air itself is thick with uncertainty. That is because spiritual warfare has been raging for your breakthrough. But now, the war is ending in your favor. Do not fear the shaking that will come. Sometimes, before a miracle, God allows everything to look chaotic. The confusion is only the sign that heaven's order is about to descend. I know you have felt unseen by people, overlooked, misunderstood, but God saw every injustice. He saw the moments you defended those who later turned against you. He saw the love you gave freely that was taken for granted. My sword has been drawn not to punish, but to protect. Those who misused your kindness will soon see how fiercely heaven defends its chosen ones. Listen closely, my beloved one. This message carries time-sensitive power. Within the next few days, a sequence will begin, an encounter, a message, a shift, that will reveal why all of this was necessary. Do not panic when you notice sudden changes. they are signs of divine rearrangement. You will see a name appear unexpectedly, or receive a call that feels unusual. Pay attention. It will not be coincidence. It will be confirmation. God is bringing clarity to the confusion that has surrounded you for years. Right now, I am standing between you and everything that tried to destroy you. The spiritual attacks that once reached you will fail now because I am fortifying your aura with divine light. I speak into your life a wave of peace that will confuse your enemies. Where they expected you to fall, you will rise. Where they expected you to lose, you will gain. Where they spoke death, you will speak life. Because the God who created you is not finished with you yet. You must trust what is unseen. Do not let the noise of the world drown the whisper of heaven. Many have tried to copy your light, but your essence is unique. There is something about your soul that draws divine favor. That is why you faced so many trials. Your anointing provoked attacks. But now, every force that mocked your progress is trembling because they see what's coming. The blessing is not small, it is generational. You are not only being lifted, you are being positioned to lift others. The miracle assigned to you will overflow into everyone connected to your name. I must warn you, be careful who you speak to about what you are about to receive. Not everyone who smiles is your friend. Some are only near to gather information. Guard your plans until heaven gives you permission to reveal them. You will know who to trust by the peace in your spirit when you are with them. If someone's presence drains your peace, distance yourself. The next chapter of your life demands divine alignment, not emotional distraction. My tone is firm because I love you. I have fought for you when you couldn't fight for yourself. I stood at the edge of your bed while you slept, covering you from unseen harm. I walked before you on paths where danger waited, scattering it before it could touch you. I have watched you forgive those who didn't deserve it, love those who wounded you, and rise after every fall. Do not underestimate how proud heaven is of you. You have survived what others would not have endured. Your tears were counted, and now the reward for your endurance is near. There is a sound in the heavens, a trumpet of transition. When you wake tomorrow, you may sense something different in the air. That will be the shift beginning. The atmosphere will start to respond to your prayers faster. You will notice small signs, a sudden ease in difficult situations, unexpected money, favor in places that once rejected you, words of kindness from unlikely people. These are not random, they are evidence that the spiritual tide has turned. But you must not forget the condition: keep your heart clean. Do not let bitterness take root. When you feel the urge to retaliate, remember that divine justice is already working on your behalf. The people who wronged you will remember you not in guilt but in awe, for they will witness your elevation and realize that no weapon against a chosen soul prospers. God does not forget His promises, and His word concerning you is about to be fulfilled. The waiting season is over. The angelic scroll with your name on it has been unsealed. The plans heaven designed for you are being activated. Some doors will close rapidly, don't chase them. They are closing because they were not meant for your next level. New ones will open, and they will open easily, without the struggle you faced before. Ease is coming. Rest is coming. Restoration is coming. What you lost will be replaced, multiplied, and sanctified. I feel your hesitation. You've been disappointed so many times that hope feels dangerous. But listen, this is not another false start. This is divine timing. The delay was only God aligning everything so your blessing would never be stolen again. You will not have to beg, chase, or prove yourself this time. What is meant for you will find you effortlessly, because heaven is sending it with my wings. Right now, as you breathe, divine energy is entering your space. The heaviness on your chest is lifting. The mental fog is clearing. The exhaustion in your soul is melting away. You are being infused with holy light. Your cells, your thoughts, your emotions, all are being renewed. If you believe me, type Amen, God. I, Michael, need to talk to you, and it has to be now. Don't you dare ignore this and make me angry. I am not speaking from a place of wrath but of divine urgency, because heaven has been watching you, and there are matters unfolding around your soul that cannot wait another hour. Listen, my beloved one, for I have been sent directly from the throne of God, and my wings have been trembling since last night, knowing that the timing of this message was sacred, chosen, and unstoppable. You have no idea what has been happening behind the scenes, in the realms of light and shadow, concerning your life, your destiny, your protection, and your prayers that were never lost, even when you thought no one heard them. You need to understand that when God calls, it is not a random whisper. It is an instruction wrapped in mercy. Heaven has been whispering your name through signs, numbers, dreams, and sudden emotions that came from nowhere. You have been feeling restless, haven't you? The uneasiness in your chest, the sleepless nights, the feeling that something is shifting but you can't explain what. That is not imagination, that is the sound of spiritual doors opening and closing at once. And today, I, Michael, was commanded to step through one of those doors to speak to you directly before the enemy's plan gets one more minute of life. You are safe, but you must listen. There are forces that have tried to delay you, confuse you, and make you question your worth. You have been made to believe that your prayers were rejected, that your love went unnoticed, that your good deeds were forgotten. None of that is true. I have stood over you when you cried in silence, when you whispered, "God help me," in the dark, and when you almost gave up believing that heaven even cared. Every tear you shed has been written in the scrolls of mercy. Every disappointment you carried has been transformed into the seed of a miracle that is about to bloom. That's why I am here. You are being tested, yes, but not punished. God never wanted you to feel pain without purpose. Every rejection, every betrayal, every door that closed in your face was orchestrated to redirect you to a higher gate, a gate that only opens when you stop depending on human approval and start depending solely on divine timing. I need you to breathe, right now, slowly, and understand that the chaos around you is not destruction. It's the rearrangement of your life in alignment with heaven's order. You are stepping into a season where the invisible becomes visible, where the prayers you prayed years ago begin to show their harvest in miraculous, undeniable ways. Do not doubt what I say, because heaven is watching your reaction right now. When you read these words, I am right beside you. The wind you feel, the goosebumps on your skin, that sudden warmth in your chest, that is my energy merging with yours to assure you that this message is not human. You were meant to see it. You were guided here. I fought through layers of darkness to reach you because God refused to let you fall into despair. There is something happening around you, something spiritual that your physical eyes cannot yet see. People have spoken against you, thinking their words had power, but I tell you, every curse spoken in secret has already turned to dust before it could touch you. Every trap set by those who envied your light has backfired, and you are about to witness divine justice unfold in your favor. God has said, enough. Enough of people taking your kindness for weakness, enough of delays, enough of manipulations, enough of pretending you are less than the chosen soul that you are. You are not forgotten. You are protected. Listen carefully, child of the Most High. I am not just speaking to your mind, I am speaking to your destiny. Heaven is opening a book with your name on it, and the next chapter begins now. I have seen your pain, I have seen the betrayal that almost destroyed you, and I have seen the lies that were told about you. But heaven does not forget truth. God is rewriting your story publicly so that those who mocked your faith will witness the power of your restoration. They will be stunned at how everything they thought they took from you will be multiplied and returned to you in ways they cannot comprehend. You have felt alone, but you were never alone. Even when no one stood by you, the armies of heaven surrounded you. I have personally fought battles for you, battles you didn't even know were happening. The anxiety you felt some nights, the strange heaviness that suddenly lifted when you prayed, that was me, cutting through invisible cords that were being tied around your energy. Those moments when you almost made a wrong decision but something held you back, that was divine intervention. God was protecting you from choices that would have cost you your peace. But now, I must tell you something that cannot wait. There is a divine alignment taking place. Certain people are being removed from your path because they were never meant to walk into your promised land. You may feel loss or confusion, but trust that God removes before He restores. The people who walked away, the ones who suddenly turned cold, were guided to exit so that your blessings could enter without obstruction. Do not chase what left you. What belongs to you is returning in a purified form, stronger, better, and permanent. You are being prepared for abundance. Yes, I said abundance, not only in material form but in peace, clarity, and power. Heaven is releasing resources, connections, and miracles that were stored up for you. You will soon receive news that confirms everything I am saying. It might come through a message, a stranger's words, or an unexpected opportunity. It will be a divine sign, impossible to deny. That moment will be heaven's confirmation that your prayers have reached maturity. But before that can manifest fully, I must warn you, the enemy will try to distract you right before your breakthrough. That is why I said you must not ignore me. When confusion, fatigue, or sudden negativity appears out of nowhere, do not react, pray. Rebuke fear. Speak light. Say my name, Michael, and I will be there. You have no idea how powerful your words are when spoken in faith. Every time you declare God's promises, it weakens the grip of the adversary. The battle is spiritual, not personal. Stop blaming yourself for what went wrong. The storm was never sent to destroy you, it was sent to reveal your strength. I need you to stop thinking small. Stop believing that you are unworthy of the life God promised you. You are a divine vessel, heaven's ambassador on earth. The angels recognize your light even when humans ignore it. You were chosen before you were born to carry a purpose that outlives you. That's why you've faced such resistance, because you carry something powerful. But it's time to stop surviving and start rising. Heaven cannot activate what you refuse to believe in. You will see restoration in areas you thought were lost forever. Relationships will heal, finances will multiply, opportunities will appear from sources you never considered. God is aligning people who carry the key to your next season. Be discerning. Everyone who smiles at you is not your friend, but the one who carries peace in your presence. That's your divine connection. When you meet them, you will know instantly. Your spirit will recognize them before your mind does. I must tell you something else, a secret heaven allowed me to share only once. Your name has been spoken in the courts of heaven. God Himself mentioned you in the council of angels, saying, "Prepare the way for my child's rising." That is why you've been feeling sudden bursts of emotion, divine chills, and waves of energy lately. The realm around you is being rearranged. Blessings are moving toward you at great speed. I've seen the light assigned to your destiny. It's bright, royal, unstoppable. You are a chosen one, and soon the world will know it. But you must act now. I am not saying this to frighten you, I am saying it to awaken you. The spiritual window is open, for a limited time. You must align with faith, forgiveness, and courage immediately. Do not allow fear to hold your voice hostage any longer. Speak your truth. Pray aloud. Command your blessings to manifest. Heaven is waiting for your command. That's how powerful your free will is. Even angels cannot act until you permit it. So I ask you now, as your guardian and protector, forgive the ones who hurt you. Release the bitterness that has been blocking your flow. God cannot fill hands that are still clenched in pain. The moment you forgive, a supernatural release will occur. It will feel like a weight leaving your body. Your energy will shift. Your path will open. And I will move instantly to restore what was stolen. You may not know this, but some people tried to curse your name recently. They tried to speak against your success out of jealousy. They plotted in secret, thinking heaven wasn't watching. But I was there. Their words turned to ashes before they could form. God has already reversed the energy. Those who wish to see you fall will witness your elevation instead. Their confusion will be your testimony. Their silence will be your victory. Now listen closely. Tonight, something will happen. A sign will appear in your environment, subtle but powerful. It could be a sudden light flicker, a song that repeats, a number pattern that catches your eye. Do not dismiss it. That will be your confirmation that this message was real. It will mean that I, Michael, have sealed your protection personally. No harm will reach you. No weapon formed against you will stand. The peace of God will surround you like a glowing armor. You have been asking God for a miracle, haven't you? For clarity, for justice, for peace. I am telling you, the answer is already descending. You don't have to beg anymore, you have to believe. Faith is the language heaven understands best. The moment you choose to believe again, not just in words but in heart, the miracle activates. It begins unseen but manifests visibly. Prepare your space, your heart, your home. Light a candle, say a prayer, and declare, I am ready. That declaration opens the gate. God wants me to remind you, you are deeply loved. Even when you made mistakes, even when you drifted, heaven never turned away. Your story was never about punishment, it's about redemption. The pain was necessary to birth your purpose. The delay was divine protection in disguise. You were never late, you were being refined. And now, the refining is over.